For our History Mysteries project, we wrote about the Zodiac Killer. The Zodiac Killer was a serial killer who killed 7 people total. He killed 7 people total. I think 4 men and 3 women. He murdered victims from Benicia, Vallejo, Lake Berryessa, and San Francisco. December 20th, 1968, David Faraday, who was 17-year-old, and his girlfriend Betty Lou Jensen were shot and killed while in a parked car in like Lover's Valley or something like that.
Lover's Lane.
Yeah. July 4th, 1969. A girl named Darlene Ferrin, who was 22 years old, and her friend Mike Magu, 19 years, had driven to Blue Rock Springs Park in Vallejo. A vehicle entered and quickly left the parking lot, then returned. A man holding a flashlight walked towards Darlene and Mike. The man pointed a gun and shot them before walking away, coming back to shoot them again. Mike survived to give a description about the shooter. September 27th, same year, Brian Hartnell, 20 years, and Cecilia Shepard were at Lake Berryessa when spotted a man hiding in some trees. The man came out of the shadows and was wearing an executioner-style hood with a white cross circle in front. The man explained he was going to rob them and escape at gunpoint. Brian and Cecilia were tied up thinking it was just robbery, but the hooded man repeatedly stabbed the two. Cecilia died several days later, but Brian survived to tell his experience. Is that good?
And cut.
I considered him a robber. I had absolutely no thought that he was anything but that. And when we were at this robbery stage, I didn't consider any real threat to my life or to the girl or anything. I really didn't consider this, but I really wanted to help him. And
Did he seem as though he would like your help at all?
No, he didn't, and he didn't even end up taking the money. But I
bear no grudge.
Well, of course not. I don't think that he was acting under his total complete consciousness. And when a man is, if you don't mind using the word sick, you can't hold this against them. But the real concern that I have is that he doesn't do this again. I'd like to see some people save this experience.
Not to hurry you up, Benny, but we have 14 minutes.
Chris, you need to chill out. Okay. So, the Zodiac sent letters about the killings in detail, explaining to the press and the cops that he is a killer. He wants them to know that he's a killer. And with those letters, it came with 3 codes, and the codes, like if they're cracked, he said that it'll reveal his identity. There's 2 high school teachers that cracked the code. The code reads, Patrick, you gonna read it?
Are you filming?
Yeah.
The crack code said, I like killing because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of all. To kill something gives me the most thrilling experience. It is even better than getting your rocks off with a girl. The best part of it is that when I die, I will be reborn in paradise, and those I have killed will become my slaves. I will not give you my name because you will try to slow down or stop collecting slaves for afterlife.
How many slaves do you need?
I know, he killed 7.
Depending on how big your plantation.
Oh.
The first theory was the author that published the book. What's the book called? It's like...
Didn't he think the dude was his dad?
Yeah, he thinks the Zodiac Killer was his dad. The most dangerous animal of all. He published that book, and in that book, it shows why he thinks his dad is the Zodiac Killer. That's the first theory. Patrick, what's the next theory? So wait, what? What are you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say the Ted Cruz guy. He would like him too.
Patrick, second theory.
The day of the 3rd attack at Lake Berryessa, Arthur Lee Allen told his family he is going to scuba dive at the lake where Cecilia and Brian were stabbed. When Allen came home, he was covered in blood and has a bloody knife in his car. One of Allen's friends said Allen called himself the Zodiac before the killer publicly did. Police searched Allen's home and found
Dissect
Damn it! Damn it!
What?
Just edit that last part out.
The third and last theory is a girl named Lawrence Kincaid was in a car accident which caused brain damage, and the sister of Darlene Ferrin said Lawrence Kane followed and harassed Darlene.
Darlene was the girl
that died
in the second attack.
Yeah, with that guy, Mike.
Yeah, okay, cool.
He harassed Darlene in weeks leading to her murder. A lady and her baby was picked up by a man and the man threatened to kill her. The lady jumped
Is that
out the
Royce?
car, and when shown photos of men, she pointed Cain
Oh, no,
as the
I'm telling
man
you,
that picked
Jason.
her up. The Zodiac said one of these letters that he had written interested riding with a lady and her baby. The reason they say he's not the killer is because he doesn't fit the description on the first 3 murders, and his handwriting didn't match up to the codes that he had written that people cracked to see why he was killing.
And letters.
What letters?
The Zodiac sent letters.
Letters, codes? Same
Letters and codes.
The
Okay,
codes were
either-
in the letters.
right.
Yes.
Messages.
What's our theory?
So our theory is that this high-ranking politician, Ted Cruz, is actually the Zodiac killer, like reincarnated. Even though like the Zodiac killing stopped at around 1969, and Ted Cruz wasn't born till I think around 1973. The reason we say that they could be linked is because in one of the codes that the Zodiac killer sent, he talked about how he would be reincarnated with slaves, and everybody would be under his feet. And considering that Ted Cruz in politics, he's pretty like high ranking in that man, and he has like more people working for him than he's working for.